Good morning, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am. Ma'am, we will continue with the history chapter only, no?
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. We'll continue with the
Good
history
morning,
chapter.
ma'am.
Okay.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, children. Good morning.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Today Shambhavi is also there. Wait. Okay. Yesterday, I think we were on the reading part only, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. I'll share the book. Before that, let me take the attendance.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Vita. Is Taran there in the class? Taran? Taranjot?
Yes, ma'am, I'm there.
You once shared the PDF, no? PDF was of which chapter? This history chapter or the first chapter or fourth chapter? Huh?
About the first chapter.
Okay, fine. No issues. I'll share it here.
Ma'am, I can send you.
No. Opened it. I was not able to go through it. No? Done. Okay. Where has the chapter gone? Huh? Huh. Fine. I think we read up till
Ma'am, we have to start from page number 82.
82.
Yes, ma'am.
Plantations, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Plantations. Okay. Can we have Arushi reading?
Yes, ma'am. Large areas of natural forests were also cleared to make way for tea, coffee, and rubber plantations to meet Europe's growing need for these commodities. The colonial government took over the forests and gave vast areas to European planters at cheap rates. These areas were enclosed and cleared of forests and planted with tea or coffee.
Okay. So, other than development of railways and agricultural expansion, it was the plantations for which deforestation was undertaken by the British, right?
Ma'am, why did ma'am British wanted rubber?
बेटा रबर से रबर का जो लेटेक्स होता है उससे काफी चीजें प्रोड्यूस होती है ना.
Ma'am, like
टायर्स वगैरह बनते हैं, फिर आपके सिंथेटिक उसमें वो यूज होते हैं आपका.
okay, ma'am.
और मल्टीपल यूजेस होते हैं जो आपका रबर का लेटेक्स होता है ना, उसका जो व्हाइट वाला मिल्क जो होता है.
It has many industrial uses also.
हाँ, तो इस वजह से दे वांटेड टू यूज इट बिकॉज यहाँ का जो आपका जोग्राफिकल कंडीशंस थे, क्लाइमेटिक कंडीशंस थे, दे वर क्वाइट सपोर्टिव. गुड मॉर्निंग परुष. दे वर क्वाइट सपोर्टिव फॉर दीज क्रॉप्स और यू कैन से फॉर दीज प्रोडक्ट्स. ठीक है.
Okay, ma'am.
हाँ जी. चलिए, एनीथिंग इन दिस टू बी एक्सप्लेन्ड?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Next. Can we have Shambhavi reading? The rise of commercial forestry. See, in this, the fourth reason that we read, I think this is the fourth reason which we read, that for which the British, they undertook deforestation. Now, this commercial forestry was something which was also termed as a scientific forestry, where, you know, Mr. Dietrich Brandis, who was a German expert, he was called by the British to, you know, inspect the forests of India, and then they wanted him to tell them that which species of tree is good for shipbuilding. So when he came to India, he realized that the system, you know, in the country, the species which were there, they were all mixed. They were all mixed species in the forest, and he was not able to understand that why this kind of, you know, forest growing system was there. He felt that this was not a proper system, and he also felt that, you know, in place of these mixed species, single variety, single species of tree should be grown. So he was the one who initiated this commercial forestry, and he went for the scientific forestry as well. Now, for all these research and everything related to the forest, Imperial Institute was established in Dehradun, right? And he was the one who initiated it. He was the one who, you know, went for this, who wanted to have a institute where, you know, researches could be done for the various trees which were there, species of the plants or trees which were there. Then he was also declared, he was also made the first Inspector General of Forests in India by the British, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And he, like Dietrich Brandis, who was there, he was the one who went for the, like, who, you know, who set up the forest act in the country. And under that forest act that was initiated, that was, you know, enacted by him in 1864, several forest laws came into being. And the Forest Act, which was made in 1878, that was amended twice. It was amended twice so that people, under this, the forests were categorized. Several laws were imposed on the general people or the common people, those who were the forest dwellers. They were taken away the rights of collecting forest products, and these people, they had to, then go in search of livelihood because they were completely banned from collecting the forest products, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Chaliye. Let us have Shambhavi reading first paragraph.
The rise of commercial forestry. In the previous section, we have seen that the British need forests in order to build ships and railways. The British were worried that the use of forests by local people and the reckless felling of the trees, trader would destroy the forest. So they decided to invite a German expert, Dietrich Brandes, for advice and made him the first inspector general of forests in India. Brandes realized that
Wait,
a
beta.
prosperous
Wait. Anything in this to be explained?
No, ma'am.
Oh,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Fine.
Oh, ma'am.
Okay. Let us have Samriddhi reading the next paragraph. Samriddhi, are you
Yes,
there?
yes, ma'am.
Read.
Brandeis realized that a proper system had to be introduced to manage the forests, and people had to be trained in the science of conservation. This system would need legal sanction. Rules about the use of forest resources had to be framed. Felling of trees and grazing had to be restricted so that forests could be preserved for timber production. Anybody who cuts trees without following the system had to be punished. So Brandeis set up the Indian Forest Service in 1864 and helped formulate the Indian Forest Act of 1865. The Imperial Forest Research Institute was set up at Dehradun in 1906. The system they taught.
Samriddhi, wait. Anything in this to be explained? Second paragraph.
No, ma'am.
What is scientific
No, ma'am.
forestry?
What is?
Scientific forestry.
Beta, scientific forestry was basically a system that was followed by, Dietrich Brandes. It was, see, it is written over here. System of cutting trees controlled by the forest department, in which old trees are cut and new ones are planted.
Okay, ma'am.
Initially, the old trees which were there, they were all mixed species. And later on, when the new ones were planted, it was ensured that they are of similar species in a single row. A systematic way of growing trees.
Ma'am, Brandes was a person name.
It was the name of a German expert.
Okay.
He was. Okay, chaliye. Now coming to the next child. Do we have Ishi in the class?
Yes, ma'am.
Ishi, read. So
In scientific forest.
Acha, up till here she has read.
Ma'am, the last line is left.
You
Many
can-
people, now including ecologists, feel that this system is not scientific at all. In scientific forestry, natural forests, which had lots of different types of trees, were cut down. In their place, one type of tree was planted in straight rows. This is called plantation. Forest officials surveyed the forest, estimated the area under different types of trees, and made working plans for forest management. They planned how much of the plantation area to cut every year. The area cut was then to be replanted so that it was ready to be cut again in some years.
Fine.
After the forest,
Wait, Ishi. Anything in this to be explained?
Ma'am.
No.
All clear and understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Can we have Shivansh reading? Shivansh Pal? Shivansh, are you there? Shivansh Pal.
Ma'am, may I read?
Wait, beta. Is he not there in the meeting?
Ma'am.
हाँ शिवांश, read beta.
Ma'am, from the After the Forest Act.
You have to read from After the Forest. Yes, the third paragraph.
After the Forest Act was enacted in 1865, it was amended twice, once in 1878 and then in 1927. The 1878 Act divided forests into three categories: reserve, protected, and village forests. The best forests were called reserved forests. Villagers could not take anything from these forests, even for their own use. For house building or fuel, they could take wood from protected or village forests.
Very good. Now, anything in these 5 paragraphs that is not clear or understood? Class?
No, ma'am.
All clear and understood, no?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Fine. Just a second. Okay. Now, how were the lives of people affected? Now, see, when all of a sudden you are told not to do certain things which you have been doing since ages or since years, so how do you feel? Not very comfortable,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
And you feel
Yes,
like
ma'am. It is hard to change.
it is very difficult to change, and you feel like doing it every now and then, right? So for these people also, the forest dwellers, those who were there, the tribals, those who were there, it was very difficult for them to, to settle down with these laws that were made. The Forest Act that came into being through the colonial rulers, it was very, very, very difficult for these people to adjust with. Now, what they did, because see, these were the people who were earning their livelihood from these forests only. Like you name something and it was taken from the forest areas only. So it became very difficult for these people to survive. Now, in this particular paragraph, you will be learning that how the forest goods were used by these people, and how, when they were deprived from the rights of collecting these forest products, how they felt and how their life completely changed, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let us have Anvesha reading. Do we have Anvesha in the class?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh.
How were the lives of people affected? Foresters and villagers had very different ideas of what a good forest should look like. Villagers wanted forest with a mixture of species to satisfy their needs. Different fodder leaves. The forest department, on the other hand, wanted trees which were suitable for building
Next.
ships or railways. They needed trees that could provide hardwood and were tall and straight. So particular species like teak and sal were promoted and others were cut. In
Fine.
forest
Okay, stop, stop,
areas,
stop, stop, stop. Anything to be explained here?
No.
Can we have Purvi reading?
No, ma'am.
Purvi?
Yes, ma'am. In forest areas, people use forest products, roots, leaves, fruits, and
Tubers.
tubers for many things. Fruits and tubers are nutritious to eat, especially during the monsoon before the harvest has come in. Herbs are used for medicine, wood for agricultural implements like yokes and plows. Bamboo makes excellent fences and is also used to make baskets and umbrellas. A dried, scooped out gourd can be used as a portable water bottle. Almost everything is available in the forest. Leaves can be stitched together to make disposable plates and cups. The
Siadi creeper.
creeper can be used to make ropes, and the thorny bark of the samur silk cotton tree is used to grate vegetables. Oil for cooking and to light lamps can be pressed from the fruit of the mahua tree.
Okay, fine. Now see, this second paragraph tells you that how, the various forest products which were there, they were useful for these people, be it roots, be it leaves, be it fruits or the tubers. Every single thing that was produced, that was growing in the forest was utilized by these people. Right? Anything in this to be explained?
No, ma'am.
Fine.
No, ma'am.
Can
No,
we
ma'am.
have
No, ma'am.
Siddhi reading?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ, पढ़ो बेटा.
Ma'am, from the Forest Act.
Yes.
The Forest Act meant
Meant.
severe
Beta meant.
severe hardship for villagers across the country. After the act, all their everyday practices, cutting wood for their houses, grazing their cattle, collecting fruits and roots, hunting and fishing, became illegal. People were now forced to steal wood from the forest, and if they were caught, they were at the mercy of the forest guards, who would take bribes from them. Women who collected fuel wood were especially worried if it was also common for police constables and forest guards to harass people by demanding free food from them.
Fine. Anything in this to be explained? Now, how the lives of the people were affected because of the forest acts? See, all their collecting rights of the forest products were taken away, and people were forced to steal wood from the forest. And when they were caught, they were at the mercy of the forest guards, because these forest guards, they used to take bribes from them, though these guards were from the same village.
Ma'am, what are bribes?
Beta, Rishwat.
Okay.
And these guards were from the same villages. They were from the same communities, but because they were taken up by the British as, they working for them, so these people, they took advantage of it. And many of the women, they, because they were the ones who were using wood as fuel wood, they could not collect that wood. They were worried. And these police constables, those who were there, they were also demanding for food, sometimes for food, sometimes for money, which was not easy for these people to provide them. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. Let us have
May I?
May I?
what
Ma'am, may I?
what did I tell you the other day?
Ma'am, can Vishesh read?
Okay.
Can Taran read?
Ma'am,
Let
Vishesh wants to
us have
read.
Aradhe Chhabra.
Ma'am, can I read over?
Aradhe Chhabra.
Ma'am, Khyati wants to.
Ma'am, I have not read about.
Aradhe, after
Ma'am,
Aradhe,
उसने तो बोला भी
Khyati,
नहीं.
then Harshit.
Yes, ma'am, I am reading. I'm reading. How did forest rules affect cultivation? One of the major impacts of European colonialism was on the practice of shifting cultivation or Sweden cultivation. This is a traditional agricultural practice in many parts of Asia, Africa, and South America. It has many local names such as lading in South Africa, milpa in Central America, chitneem or tevi in Africa, Sheena in Sri Lanka, in India, Dhya Penda,
Odu.
Bivar, Newar, Jhum, Podu, Khandar, and Kumri are some of the local terms for Sweden agriculture.
Okay, fine.
In
Now
shifting
see, wait. Now see. Now, whatever the forest rules were there, how the cultivation got affected because of that. See, because many of the European colonizers, those who were there, they were completely against the shifting cultivation or the Sweden agriculture. Why? Because they knew that this shifting cultivation was harming the forest, the trees which were there in the forest. Now see, because these people, the nomads, generally shifting cultivation is practiced by whom? The nomads, those who are there, the forest dwellers, those who are there, because they don't have a specific area. And what do? They take advantage of the land that is available to them. So they keep on moving after some years from one patch of land to the another patch of land. So because of this practice, it was not very easy for the colonizers to collect taxes from them. they were cultivating, but and as per the law they were collecting land revenue for those who were into cultivation. But these people, because they used to move from one area to another area during after a specific period of time, so it became very difficult for these people to collect taxes. So this was one reason that why shifting cultivation was banned. Second reason was that they felt that the trees which are of their use, they are also cut during the practice of shifting cultivation. So this was another reason why shifting cultivation was banned, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now in these two paragraphs, the names of this shifting cultivation that you have for various countries, continents, or the local names, you need to remember them because they may come in exams as 1 mark questions, or they may come as match the following also, right? Right, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. So let us have Vishesh Raghuvanshi reading the next paragraph.
Ma'am,
अच्छा सॉरी, हर्षित ओबरॉय को बोला था हमने. चलो चलो हर्षित, विशेष रीड आफ्टरवर्ड्स. लेट हर्षित रीड.
ma'am, can I read?
Yes, Harshit, read.
In shifting cultivation, parts of the forest are cut and burned in rotation. Seeds are thrown in the ashes after the first monsoon rains, and the crops is harvested by October, November. Such plots are cultivated for a couple of years and then left fallow for 12 to 18 years for the forest to grow back. A mixture of crops is grown on these plots. In central India and Africa, it could be millet. In Brazil, manioc, and in other parts of Latin America, maize and beans. European
Bas. This much only. This much only. Anything in the second paragraph to be explained?
No, ma'am.
Fine.
No, ma'am.
Let us have Vishesh reading now.
Ma'am, thank you for giving me a chance to read. Ma'am, yesterday you gave me a chance, ma'am, but ma'am, my Zoom crashed, ma'am. Ma'am, एकदम से सब कुछ बंद हो गया.
You were out of the meeting, I know. चलो विशेष read बेटा.
Yes, ma'am.
विशेष रघुवंशी. Taran, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Read.
European foresters regarded this
Ma'am?
practice as harmful for the forests.
बेटा एक मिनट Taran. Yes,
This
बच्चे.
felt that land which
Taran, wait. Somebody is saying yes. बेटा बताओ.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I want to ask, ma'am, that, ma'am, this shifting cultivation, ma'am, in this shifting cultivation, ma'am, there was also a practice, ma'am, slash and burn, ma'am. So, ma'am, I have heard from one thing from one video that, ma'am, this burning of the woods, ma'am, after being after the leftover, ma'am, ma'am, this is very beneficial for the soil, ma'am.
Yes, actually, see, because in forest mixed species are there, many of the trees, the dried leaves which are there, ashes as such, जो ash होती है, राख होती है, it is always considered good for cultivation. आप देखो गांव देहात में जो लोग अपने घरों में subsistence cultivation करते हैं ना, सिर्फ अपने खाने पीने के लिए जो सामान उगाते हैं, उसमें वो जो चूल्हे की जो राख होती है उसका इस्तेमाल करते हैं. वो इसलिए क्योंकि चूल्हे की राख में वो लकड़ी, आपका गोबर के कंडे जो होते हैं ना, काउ डंग जो होती है, केक्स होते हैं, उनको यूज करते हैं. तो वो आपके वैसे भी जो है अच्छे ही होते हैं, मतलब उनका कोई साइड इफेक्ट्स नहीं होता है. तो इसलिए जो ऐश होती है उसको कंसिडर किया जाता है कि वो काफी बेनिफिशियल होती है. बट अगर आप देखो इसका सेकंड, मतलब अगर आप इसका जो है दूसरा फेज अगर आप देखो, तो एक तरीके से ये नुकसान है ना बेटा. वो पत्ते जिनको कि आप
And it leads to a lot of deforestation. That's why it's considered harmful.
एग्जैक्टली. एंड यू नो समटाइम्स इट सो हैपेंस कि कुछ जगहों पे जहाँ पे बहुत ज्यादा आग लग जाती है, वहां पे जो लैंड के जो न्यूट्रिएंट्स होते हैं वो सब खत्म हो जाते हैं. ठीक है. राइट?
और मैम फॉरेस्ट फायर भी लग सकती है।
हाँ, फॉरेस्ट फायर्स तो होती है, बट सबसे ज्यादा नुकसान जो होता है वो आपका लैंड को होता है। लैंड की डिग्रेडेशन हो जाती है, लैंड की फर्टिलिटी जो है वो खत्म हो जाती है कई बार, है ना?
ओके मैम।
जैसे द फायर दैट इज देयर, इट शुड नॉट रीच द लैंड सरफेस। अगर वो लैंड सरफेस को रीच कर जाती है थ्रू दी ड्राई लीव्स एंड यू नो ब्रांचेस और दी स्टेम्स व्हिच आर देयर, तो उससे सबसे बड़ा ड्रॉबैक उसका ये होता है कि जो लैंड में जो न्यूट्रिएंट्स अवेलेबल होते हैं वो सब जल के खत्म हो जाते हैं। ठीक है, तो इतनी जो फॉरेस्ट फायर होती है, जो आपका जो ये जो बर्निंग का जो पोर्शन है, इट हैज टू बी कन्फाइंड, इट हैज टू बी विद इन दैट यू नो लेयर up till where the dried leaves and dry stems and barks are there. ठीक है, उससे ज्यादा अगर होगा तो फिर वो लैंड को जो है नुकसान पहुंचाता है, इसीलिए इट इज नॉट कंसिडर्ड टू बी, इट इज नॉट सजेस्टेड बेसिकली।
ओके मैम।
within the limit.
हाँ, विद इन द लिमिट इट शुड बी देयर। यस, कैरी ऑन तरन।
European foresters regarded their practice as harmful for the forest. They felt that land which was used for cultivation every few years could not grow trees for railway timber. When a forest was burned, there was the added danger of the flames spreading and burning valuable timber. Shifting cultivation also made it harder for the government to calculate the taxes. Therefore, the government decided to ban shifting cultivation. As a result, many communities were forcibly displaced from their homes in the forest. Some had to change occupations, while some resisted through large and small rebellions.
Now see, many of the people, they adjusted, they accepted what was told to them, but many were there those who were not ready to leave their native lands. See, they were the people who were born and brought up in the forest surroundings. They were not willing at all to leave these places, so they undertook various rebellions. One such rebellion we are going to read about the Bastar region, right? Right, class? Okay. So we are left with very less time. So let us have the rapid fire round. Questions for the from the chapter, right? Of the topics that you have
I
read.
want to read.
Wait. Shall I start?
Yes ma'am।
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Your first question is.
मैम we have to send the answers in the group।
नहीं, अब चाहो तो ग्रुप में भेज दो, इससे बढ़िया तो कोई बात ही नहीं है, पर फिर ये होगा कि टाइम कम हो जाएगा हमारा सुनने का और करने का ना।
ओके मैम।
Into how many categories forests were divided? Just the number you have to tell. You all can tell collectively.
Ma'am,
Three.
Very good. Which cultivation is also known as Sweden agriculture?
Shifting
Shifting
cultivation.
cultivation.
Shifting agriculture.
Who introduced scientific forestry in India?
Ma'am,
Brandreth.
Very good. Dietrich Brandis introduced scientific forestry in India. Who was made the first Inspector General of Forests in India?
Dietrich
Brandis.
Very
Name the German expert who was called by the British to inspect the Indian forests. Very good. Who set up the Indian Forest Services in?
Ma'am, Dietrich Brandis.
Very good. It is Dietrich Brandis. Now, can you tell the practice in which the area, the patch of land is cleared and cultivated for some years, and then the cultivator moves to the next land?
Shifting cultivation.
Shifting cultivation.
Slash and burn agriculture.
Shifting cultivation.
Very good. Now tell me,
Shifting.
okay, the Forest Act of 1878 categorized the forests into 3 categories. Can you name the categories into which they were?
Reserved, protected, and village.
Reserve, protected, and village.
Forest and protected.
Protective.
Reserve, protected, and village.
Reserve, protected, and village forest.
Okay. Out of the Fine. Out of the 3 categories which were made, which were considered to be the best forests?
Reserve
Reserve
forest.
forest.
Reserved.
Forest.
Reserved forest.
Very good. Next is, in which year the Forest Act was set up?
1865.
1865.
1865.
1865. Very good.
1860.
Very good. Very good. Mention the years in which this Forest Act of 1865 was amended.
1878 and 1927.
1927.
1878 and 1920.
1887 to 1927.
Very good. Very good. Okay, next question is, yes. Now this is the very interesting part. Bark of which tree was used to grate vegetables?
Ma'am,
Silk cotton.
silk cotton, samur.
Ma'am, silk cotton.
Okay.
Silk cotton.
Silk cotton.
Semu tree. Beta, I asked you
Semu.
about tree. Haan, semu tree. Semu tree. Okay.
Samur tree.
Fruit of which tree gave oil for cooking and lighting lamps?
Mahua tree.
Ma'am, Mahua tree.
Mahua tree.
Mahua tree.
Very good. What was used as a portable water bottle? Arushi?
Dried.
And
Dried
South
out
guard.
a dried scoped out gourd.
God. A dried scooped out gourd was used as portable water bottle. Very good. Now, what was used for making ropes?
Bobinia webuli.
Ma'am, CRD.
Saida.
Creeper or
Ityadi.
Bobinia
Creeper or babuna rabuli. See, you have to learn both these names. You may get either of the one to write. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Name the various forest products which were used by the tribal groups for their livelihood.
Roots, leaves, fruits, and tubers.
Fruits and
Fruits and
many more
creepers.
Very good.
and
What
etc.
What was nutritious to eat during the monsoon?
Fruits and tubers.
Fruits and tubers.
Tubers.
Very good. What was used for medicines?
Herbs.
Herbs.
Very
And
good.
herbs.
Okay, can we have Vishesh answering this question?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, beta.
Ma'am, you have already taken the attendance, or ma'am you will take?
I have done the attendance by looking at the number of participants in the meeting.
Okay, ma'am.
When you were reading, no, at that time I took the attendance. Fine.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Next is which 2 species were promoted by the British for growing?
Teak and
Ma'am,
salt.
teak and salt.
Teak and salt.
Salt.
Yes, salt.
Ma'am, teak and salt.
Okay. Which type of trees were required for the ship building?
Hardwood and
Hardwood.
Hardwood and
Hardwood.
tall and straight.
hardwood
Very
and
good.
tall.
Hardwood, tall and straight.
Hardwood with tall and straight. The hardwood that was tall and straight was required or needed for the shipbuilding. Fine. Next question is, what was done in scientific forestry? Anokhi. Only Anokhi to answer.
Ma'am, in scientific forestry, the natural forests which had lots of different types of trees, they were cut down. And in their place, new trees were planted of the same species.
Very good. Next is, who felt that this system of scientific forestry is not at all scientific?
Ma'am,
Any
ecologist.
ecologist.
Ma'am, ecologist. Ecologist.
Many ecologists.
Where was
Where
this?
is ecology?
Okay. Can we have Taran answering this question? Where was the Imperial Forest Research Institute set up?